Hi, my name is Kandis, and today I'm going to be talking about hunger and how it affects our children. So, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, 11.8% of the U.S. is considered to live in poverty. So that is 38.1 million people. And over 13 million of those people are children or under the age of 18. 12.8% live in poverty in Kansas, and that is 1 in every 7.8 residents. And also 14.4% of children under the age of children, or those who are under the age of 18, fall below the poverty line in 2017. 13.3% of households between 2015 and 2017 were considered food insecure, meaning that they were unable to or had a hard time providing enough food due to lack of money or low funds. They might have had to choose between medications for the month or electricity or to buy food. So 48.6% of Kansas public school students qualify for free or reduced meals due to a low family income. These numbers do fluctuate a lot. I had a hard time finding current numbers. These were mostly between 2016 and 2018. They wouldn't have 2019 out yet. But USD 259 has implemented several different programs to help with hunger within schools. So the impact on the teaching and learning, kids who come from food insecure families, they tend to be more sick. They tend to be kids that are hungry, they are going to come to school with stomach aches. They are going to say, my head hurts. They might be more likely to get a common cold. It's going to take them a lot longer to get healthier after they do get sick. They may have all these things they might complain about. They could just be their way of telling you that I'm hungry. It could be something distracting them from learning, and so that's they're trying to get help. Kids who are sick more, these lead to chronic absences, and thus can lead to truancy. Children who miss a lot of school, they tend to get low test scores, low grades, and that can lead to kids being held back as well. Hunger shows itself in many different ways. Like I said, it can kids can say, I have a bellyache, I have a headache, can I go to the bathroom, can I get a drink? They may have puffy eyes, they may be, clearly you could probably, sometimes you can actually see that they're skin and bones. They may be easily bruised or easily offended. It might affect their emotions. They can be overly emotional, have a short attention span, be anxious or aggressive, withdrawn. That's just a few of the different ways that hunger can manifest. So there are several different programs that Kansas has that they do have readily available. They have things like WIC, which is Women, Infant, and Children. So it helps with women who are nursing or pregnant or have children under the age of 5. And they have different food packages available for those women and children. You do have to fall under a certain income level, but that is one option. There's also food stamps, SNAP benefits, so they just give you a certain amount of money on it. I don't know if it's a card now or what it is now, to buy food to provide for your family with. And also there are many churches and local pantries around. Sometimes in Wichita you can see they have these little food box things, sometimes in front of churches, that you can actually go put non-perishable food items in, or you can take the non-perishable food items from if you are in need. Churches offer, a lot of churches offer pantries. Some churches also offer money for those families who are in need of money, especially around the holidays. There's going to be a lot of food drives going on. The churches hold, schools hold, and they donate a lot of that to the Kansas Food Bank. So the Kansas Food Bank also has many programs within it. Some of those, they offer a mobile pantry. They offer so that this is like a almost like a food truck type thing, but they offer produce, and they'll drive around and they'll park, and they can post it on social media. They can have churches hand flyers out. They'll say, we're going to be at this location from this time until supplies run out. They might have fresh produce. They might have non-perishable goods, and sometimes they even have meat, or have places that you can go to get meat. Also, the Kansas Food Bank, just this September, they opened up, they expanded their warehouse 21,000 square feet to help store all these goods and things, and to be able to process and package more. They also offer they started a new program for seniors. I can't think of the name of what it's called right now. It's in my notes somewhere. It is, I think it's called the Bob Box. Yeah, it's called the Bob Box, and it is brand new, and it is for seniors, and so that, or pretty much seniors that are food insecure as well. They may not have the means to get out and get their food, but this program is being implemented to help them have access to food. And obviously in medicines, delivery needs, they might need to go grocery shopping, get gas, things like that, go to the doctor. Another one is the Rural Route Delivery, Kansas Food Bank. They will take their food from the warehouse, most of it here in Wichita, and take it out to rural communities and deliver out there. They also will go to different grocery stores to pick up meat and things that are close to the sell-by date, like they can go to Walmart, Dillon's, Target, places like that, and pick up the meat that's close to the sell-by date that the stores won't sell, and the stores donate that so that the food bank can then hand it out to those families in need. Another one of the programs that they offer is called Food for Kids, and this is the one that I'm most familiar with. My mom is a para at a Wichita public school, and has been for, I think, close to 20 years. Well, they started this program in September of 2004, and it's called Food for Kids. It was established for students who aren't getting sufficient food outside of school on a regular basis. They provide prepackaged bags of food for children on a Friday of each week, or the last day of school. If they don't have school that Friday, they'll get it on the Thursday, and it gives them enough food, some food to get through the weekend, so that they don't have to go all weekend without eating, because that is a sad reality that some kids do live with. The children will also receive more food on longer weekends and over breaks. So spring break, Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, they receive more. Also, along with this, Grace Med comes into the school, and they donate a lot of toothbrushes and toothpaste to these kids, really to any kids, and also offer cleanings and sealants as well. But back to the food bags. So even if a child is not in school, so say that they're 3 or 4 years old and they might be in pre-K, Wichita schools offer that to low-income families as well. But if they're in pre-K, they may not receive the food bag, but an older sibling can get that for them and take it home for them. So these food bags, they're like plastic gallon Ziploc bags with different kinds of things inside of them. They are easy to open, ready to eat. They might have jars, like 12-ounce jars of peanut butter and sleeves of crackers. They might have like little containers of applesauce or little fruit cups. They could have little bowls of pudding. They might have boxes of raisins or dried fruit. They have different kinds of granola bars, different packages like the little bowls, little boxes of cereal. Also, maybe some like 1-ounce little bags of beef jerky. What else do they have? They have juice boxes. They give juice, and they also give the non-perishable milk in the bags as well. And these things, they also have like beans, Franks, with the little pop tops, so these kids can get a full belly of food over the weekend. They might, mom or dad might be working, or they may just not have access to food sometimes. So that is the food bags for kids. Let's see, next page. 259, USD 259, also offers, during the summer months, which is one of the hardest times on kids because, and parents as well, they're home all day long. During the school year, a lot of the times they're guaranteed a breakfast and lunch, and that might be their only 2 meals that they get during the day. Summer months is completely different. They may not get all that food. But 259 also offers free breakfast, lunch, and snacks to children 18 and under during the summer months at 42 different locations. So some of them, they include various schools and some churches and some of the parks and some little outdoor shelters they set up. And that's all available on the USD 259 website. They send out flyers. They put up posters and things at schools, at churches, at parks. They spread the word very well. USD 259 has also started to, just this year, I believe, was this school year, they started to implement a grab-and-go breakfast and snack for middle and high school. They were nationally recognized for this, but they started it in 10 different schools, and I'm really hoping they'll expand. But they started this, they had these mobile carts set up in the hallways between, like, before school and between classes, and the kids can go and they can grab a little box of juice, or they can grab a carton of milk, they can grab a banana, a muffin, they can grab snacks and breakfast that previously has only been offered before school has started, and now it's being offered in between the passing periods, and it gives them a chance to, teachers are letting them eat this in class as long as it's not being a distraction. So as far as there's a grab and go from the mobile carts, and they've also started the programs called Second Breakfast, as well. It's also being called Breakfast After the Bell, and it's offered between first and second hour. These programs, they seem to be pretty working because of the breakfast participation has increased in middle schools alone from 7% to 59% of kids. They are now taking these snacks or these breakfast rather than going without. And in high school, it's increased from 11% to 88%. That is a lot of kids who are taking advantage of these snacks and this food. I personally, I believe these programs should continue. They give these kids an opportunity to eat, especially with younger kids who don't know how to operate a stove or a microwave, and they may not have access to a lot of food. And these food bags that they're getting, they call them backpacks. These backpacks they're getting are making a huge difference in these children's lives. Some kids come to school on Monday and they're so excited to eat breakfast because they haven't had a meal since maybe Sunday morning at breakfast because they ate their last bowl of cereal that they got. And so they've gone almost 24 hours without a full meal. So these definitely should continue, as well as with the second breakfast and the grab and go and the after the bell programs. They should continue because they should be implemented in every middle school and high school, as well as implemented in elementary schools where they can and how they can, because children with full bellies are happier and healthier, and they are going to be able to concentrate better. Your child should definitely not have to worry about how their needs will be met and how they will be taken care of. They should be focused on learning. That's all I've got. Thank you.